Bongos, a magnificent creation of the African continent, a great tapestry of cream, black and orange. The sound they make is truly one deserving of this incredible beast, whose hollers can shake the rainforests of Kenya.
Wait, what in God's name is this, Margaret? Why is there a bongo behind me? Yeah, I said we're talking about bongos, not bongos, the instrument. Why would I be talking about bongos? I mean, Bongos the antelope. Looks like a deer, copied a tiger's homework and altered it slightly. Well, instead of salivating over the prospect of getting paid this week, you should have listened to me. Now go and correct the rest of the visuals before this happens again. Blimmin' unbelievable. Why, hello folks, I'm Jake. I'll be your tour guide as we go deep into the African rainforest in search of animals so private that until early 1960, we weren't sure that they actually existed. Now, before we begin, a few general announcements. Please keep all appendages inside the vehicle. If you fall out, it's your fault and you're on your own because we're not coming back. Complimentary peanuts have been provided, and fortunately for you, they were packaged before the turn of the millennium. Also, per company rules, I must request that you subscribe and press the like button. We would greatly appreciate the support. That's about everything, so let's begin our search for the African bongo. Not those bongos. There, much better. What is a bongo, I hear you ask? Well, the bongo is the third largest species of antelope on the planet. Their scientific name, which is on the screen below, translates to goat deer, a very creative name by the scientific community. Currently, there are two recognised subspecies of bongo. These are the creatively named West or Lowland bongo, which is the most common subspecies, and the East or Mountain bongo. There are believed to be two other subspecies, however, these are not recognised by the international scientific community. You can identify one species from another simply by looking at the colour of its fur. Generally, mountain bongos have darker fur. Bongos live for an astonishingly long 19 years, meaning they can legally drive a car in most of the world. The preferred habitat of the bongo is the rainforest of Africa, where they can seek cover in the dense forestry until predators have passed by. Bongos are the third largest species of antelope on the planet and have thus developed a variety of physical features. First and most notably, the orange fur, which is broken up by 10 to 15 white stripes. The reason for this is simple. Like most deer, bongos lack scent glands, which is the way most antelope and deer identify one another. So bongos have to visually identify one another using unique features. As well as lacking scent glands, another unique feature of the bongo is the massive horns they possess. Like most antelope species, bongos will have the same set of horns throughout their lives and won't shed them. A bongo horn will grow between 75 and 99 centimetres. Both male and female bongos will develop horns and will be used in both defence as well as displays. Bongos have a similar tongue to okapis in that they can use it to grasp onto shrubs on high places and pull them down. Bongos, like all other antelope species, are herbivores, and they will thus eat plants found in the environment. These are leaves, bushes, vines, bark, grass, roots, fruit, cereal, flowers, as well as their regular diet. It seems the bongos are quite obsessed with salt, as during the night they will seek out salt deposits and mineral rocks and lick them in order to attain salt. On a similar vein, after a fire, bongos will eat burnt wood due to the high salt intake. The bongo's social behaviour varies between the sexes. Female bongos will group together in herds of approximately 5 to 20 individuals, on average. However, bongos can comfortably group together in a herd sizes of a maximum of 50. By contrast, male bongos will live in primarily isolation, with their only interaction with other members of the species being during the breeding season. Between the months of October and January, a male bongo will be a part of the female's herd. However, after that point, he will go to the shop to get some milk and never come back. So put a milk emoji in the comments so the bongo calves can grow up with a dad. When two male bongos meet in the wild, most of the time they won't fight and will instead simply pass each other by. However, during the breeding season, they will engage in displays of intimidation using their horns and will on occasion fight each other. Aside from the breeding season, there have been cases of young male bongos joining with older bongos, making a pair, and they will stay together until the younger bongo goes off on his own when he's old enough. One behaviour of the bongo is that when threatened, they will run into the trees and will face their rear towards the predator. This is for two reasons. Firstly, the rear of the bongo is less noticeable as it's less colourful than the front.
Second, if the threat comes too close to the bongo, it will launch itself away like a bat out of hell, and facing away, they will have the advantage over the predator. And with an ability to run 34 miles per hour maximum, my bet is on the bongo.
Bongos can only have one calf per breeding season.
Bongo gestation lasts for 9.5 months. Upon being born, for the first week, it will hide in the shrubs, with the mother leading periodically to feed. After a week of growing in strength, the calf will be able to walk, and will then join the herd with its mother, and will remain with its mother
For the rest of its childhood.
Its horns will begin to show after 3.5 months. The calves will be fully weaned in 9 months, and will reach sexual maturity after 27 months. The calf may stay with its mother for a few months after, but will soon head out on their own if they're male. If they're female, they will stay with their mother's herd. Bongos are threatened by a variety of species, and I mean, what do you expect? They live in Africa, one of the most dangerous continents on the face of the earth. That being said, some of the threats for bongos face are hyenas, leopards, pythons, and on occasionally lions. But the biggest danger to bongos are humans, specifically unregulated deforestation, but also illegal trophy hunting. Interestingly, not the native Africans, as there are stigmas in the culture against hunting bongos. The impact of humans have been particularly felt by the eastern bongo population. As a result of this, there are believed to be around 100 eastern bongos left in the wild. And so, the bongo has become a symbol of conservation in East Africa. And with that, that's the bongo, the third biggest antelope in the world, and one of my personal favourites. I appreciate you taking the tour, and hope you will leave us a virtual tip by hitting the like button. Or I'll go hungry tonight, and I may actually have to drink a bongo. Remember, drink water, and I'll catch you on the next tour. Thank you.
I forgot to mention.
Due to a lack of scent glands, one of the ways bongos communicate with each other is through vocalization. So I'll leave you with some bongo calls to end this video. Thank you.